Definitely a unifier. I see you as more as a unifier, as a community organizer. You bring people together. Was there a moment in your council member career where it was divisive, where there was a few obstacles? And if there were, what did you have to do to overcome them?
You know, I think in life there's always obstacles and challenges. Full disclosure, I always like to tell this part of the story, if you don't mind. When I was in the 8th grade, I found out that I had a learning. I like to call it a challenge, a learning challenge called Dysgraphia Dsylexia. So it's a lot different than the average dyslexia. So I don't see letters the way everybody else does, but of course, after time, I've done a lot of training myself and have been able to focus in on things a little harder. So I think that in itself has given me just being able to have that challenge growing up as a kid has been able to prepare me for any other challenges I'll have in life, right?
Yeah.
And to know to keep on going forward, you will always make it to the end. Maybe the outcome is an outcome that is a shared outcome, which it should be a shared outcome amongst everyone. So it's about being able to bring a plan and knowing exactly where you want that plan to go, and then trying to figure out all the bits and pieces to get the votes for that plan, and what is important to this individual, what is important to this individual, what is important to this individual to make your plan as a whole work. And so I would say also being a student of the beautiful thing about being a student of public schools as well is you get to know multiple different personalities, right? And so, I was able to, when I was a school board member and as well as being a city council member, I feel like I have a grasp on being able to connect in dialogue with my colleagues and also understand what their personal beliefs and what they would like to see in any plan. And so when I bring a plan forward, I always like to make sure that I incorporate some of the things that are values of the other council members.
As a council member, you also, one of your accomplishments is you brought Wi-Fi to the PUSD.
That was as a school board member,
right,
so I was previously a school board member.
All right, so with that and other initiatives, how do you feel like you can bring not only a school district, but parts of Pasadena, because we do have JPL, but parts of Pasadena into the 21st century, into the digital age, and kind of making jobs out of that, making successes out of that, where people are products of that from Pasadena? Yeah,
well, it's back to access and opportunity. It's making sure that the individuals who would not necessarily have that access have access to those facilities like JPL, Caltech, NASA, and bringing them to our community meetings, number one. Number two, making sure that they're being well represented at all of our school sites.